I'm going to this far south edge. I just wanted to finish that narrow strip. We raise beef cattle and also grow your typical Kansas crops, wheat, corn, soybeans, milo or grain sorghum, and a bunch of forages for the cattle. And then the unconventional thing we do is make YouTube videos. So we always say that's like one of our commodities. So our YouTube channel is called the Peterson Farm Bros. We kind of got popular through our parody music videos that we started over 10 years ago now.
Tractor!
And ever since then, we've just kind of been sharing what's going on the farm. And you know, when we can make a music video, we make one. We've made 2 or 3 every year for yeah, like 13 years or something. So we've got a lot of them out there now. It's kind of a whole family deal, just like the farming. If once the cattle get in here and can rub, then they start rubbing them to pieces. Some of our fences are horse high, pig tight, bull strong, but not that many of them. Most of them are just steer tight, mostly steer strong. Yeah, it can get a little helter skelter when we're trying to film and farm at the same time, and we got to make sure we're doing things safely, you know. So sometimes we just stop farming and film a video or whatever, and sometimes we just stop filming and get the farming done. But a couple years probably after we made the first video that went viral, we had requests for public speaking, just to tell our story, tell what we were doing on social media. We probably do events at least once a month. Greg does some of them on his own, and then we will do like 2 brothers at a time. We kind of quit doing all 3 brothers speaking together because we were leaving too much work for Dad to do on the farm. So, because there's a lot of people that are curious about where their food and products come from and how farming is done. So we had a really good corn season here in central Kansas. We'd been dry for 3 years for sure, kind of 4 years, with basically below average crops. And then this summer we finally started getting those rains. We weren't even above average rainfall until the last month or so. Now we're in a wet year officially. But anyways, it's been a very good corn season for us. You know, the corn was able to go all the way to finish without too much stress, at least relative to this area. We're in an environment where 100 bushel per acre corn is kind of the county average, and we're doing a lot better than that this year. So I think everyone is encouraged by that. And around here, a lot of people have cattle, so we feed a lot of our own corn to our own cattle, and we just kind of sell the extra. So that's also good too, that you know, we do a lot with cattle, and the cattle market's been good. So what we're harvesting here today is irrigated corn. So there is a decent amount of irrigation in our area, but probably less than like half the acres, depending on where you're at. Us personally, I'd say we're about 1/3 irrigated and 2/3 dry land. So this corn, we can push a little harder, and it's making, well, right here it's making 230 bushel an acre. So that's kind of what we aim for on irrigated. And so obviously this year we didn't have to pump as much water to get there, which is nice too. But that is kind of what we aim for on irrigated. So we're actually friends with the MacDon area rep, and he just mentioned that he had this in the area and would like us to try it out, see how we liked it for our operation. They brought it, and we've really enjoyed getting to demo this and run it. So this is a 9770 John Deere combine. Not a brand new combine, definitely, but it still does a good job for us. And then we're running the 12-row MacDon folding head on it, and it's been doing a good job processing these heavier stalks to help with breakdown over the winter and stuff. So we are no-till, and we run a lot of cows on Milo stalks. So we do like to be able to break them down some so the cows can digest them better, and the cows can graze it. What we're harvesting now is actually for a neighbor, and they will till this field. So we're getting it broke up good for them. But we don't have like the chopping mechanism engaged on this head. So that was one nice thing. This came with the chopping knives, but we were able to disengage them because we don't want to completely chop it up. We normally run an 8-row. We have a 16-row planter. So far, our GPS has been accurate enough. It hasn't given us too much trouble going on the off rows. And it's been nice to, you can keep the combine full easier, you don't have to drive as fast, and get less chatter loss and things like that. It's kind of nice to be able to drive around with the 8-row and not have to unhook it. But with this, we've been able to fold, so that's been really nice. Any bridge we have to go over, you can't get through with a 30-foot, 12-row head. So to be able to fold has been nice. We haven't had to pull a trailer around and take the head off the combine a bunch. You just fold it up, go to the next field.
If you knew another farmer who was debating demoing this head, what would you tell them?
I'd tell them they would like it if they tried it.